Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an FV3805. It's a tier 9 British SPG. It's located on the north spawn or defending spawn of Erlenberg Assault, and it's under the command of MCHammereD of REBRN. Now let's see which gun he's actually got. Has he got the 7.2 inch? Yes, he has. He's got the top gun, 900 alpha, burst radius of 10 meters. But it also has a slightly longer reload than the other Artys, 30.54 seconds. If you actually had the 6-inch gun, which is basically the same as the 152mm howitzer, it's got a much faster fire rate and will do 600 alpha. But this one, it's got the maximum with 900. Okay, he's now aiming over to the east side of the battlefield, and we've got a Progetto 46 and a T49. Okay, he's going for the Progetto first. The Cornetto is worth more because it's got more capability, I suppose you might say. If the T49 had the derp gun, then obviously, yes, it's quite dangerous. But Progetto with its auto reloader is by far the most OP of those two tanks. Well, he's looking towards the south of the gates, and there's a couple of enemies there. He's not quite reloaded yet, so he has to sit there and watch them, and lost sight of them. Now he's aiming down the end of that road, and yes, SU-101 comes into sight, and he splashes in for 178. It was a near miss, and the shell actually veered to the right. Now over on the castle, we can see our T-49's moving down, but there's a number of enemy tanks been seen around that castle, including 2 T-49s on the enemy team. In fact, is that 3 T-49s? He's almost loaded, getting ready to shoot again. It seems the enemy's bunching together in that area, so that's a good reason to keep firing here. To hit 2 tanks with 1 shot there. He damaged the Renegade and the M103. Renegade took most of the damage. And of course the added advantage to firing at these tanks is that our heavy tanks are also firing at them, and that means stun assist. Now he's changing position slightly. There doesn't appear to be many enemies actually on the east side of the battlefield, but that might be a false hope, because there's always the possibility that somebody's sneaking up and we don't have anybody there to spot them. Well, a nice hit on the M103 and more damage off the Renegade. 153 for him, 283 for the M103, and I think MCHammereD's decided that, yeah, maybe he just needs to change position slightly. He's looking for his next target. He's having difficulty trying to sort out a target in the city, and he's got a red line at the moment for some reason. Something might be obstructing his field of fire. He's loaded, rounds out. Oh, it's down to the mods. I think that mod is giving the wrong information. It's saying that there's a red line, but actually it's that building there, I think, that's actually supposedly stopping the fire from going through, but it is going through. Well, that 416 is very low on hit points. Over on the castle, they've got a T-49 hiding behind that house, but we're not going to do much against him. But that Waffenträger, well, he was very low on hit points anyway, and I think that T-49 is just being attacked by the derp T-49 on our team. Oh, and he just took some damage, but and that was the first wasted shell from MCHammereD, and we lost our T-49. So the other one must have been firing the 90mm gun, whereas our guy had the 152mm rocket launcher, and he went in there, did his derp, had to retreat. The Renegade goes down. The enemy seem to have lost the center of the map, and they are losing the game. They're 5 down, and it looks like an enemy tank destroyer just got taken out on top of the hill. But we've got a Progetto very, very close. I don't think that's the same Progetto that was over on the castle, or is it? No, it's not the same Progetto. But we've got a Progetto coming close, and it looks like MCHammereD's probably going to have to aim shotgun in manual mode because that Progetto is getting really close. And he's still in Arty aim. He fires around in and hits the Progetto, but he also stuns the Waffenträger. He's going in for do some RAM damage. This Arty is based on the Centurion tank, so it is quite heavy. Doesn't have a huge amount of hit points, only 450, but it is the Centurion hull. And the Waffenträger takes down the Progetto. He gets killed in return. And the T-44, well, he's still around. And that's a nice shotgun there by MCHammereD to win the game. Don't mess around with an Arty when he's trying to defend his cap. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, third class tank of MCHammereD in the FV3805. He got a bruise, the medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13 in that one. And he picked up a Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And managed to pick up 1 kill, the T-44, right at the end of the game. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. Nope, that went to the Waffenträger of Panzervier, who died defending MCHammereD at the end of that game. 2,804 hit points of damage to him. 2,548 to the Progetto. I think that is the Progetto that came in and tried to attack them. And 2,513 to one of the T-49s in the game. MCHammereD managed 1,658 hit points of damage, but it wasn't the highest damage by far. But let's have a look at the team scores, the kills. We can see that the T-44 managed to get 4 kills, IS-3 managed 3, Progetto managed 2, and MCHammereD just got 1, I'm afraid, in that game. The Waffenträger only got 1 as well. He died defending him. And when it came to base XP, it was the IS-3 with 884, the Progetto with 872, the T-44 with 849, and the Waffenträger 820, and of course then we've got MCHammereD with 758, which is still more than anyone on the assault team. He fired 8 rounds, got 4 direct hits, no penetrations, but 11 splash. Damage of 1,658 hit points, of which 1,245 were up more than 300 meters. He did receive a hit, yes, it was a penetration from the T-44. And he also damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 586 hit points of damage assistance, and 524 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. He also managed to get 10 defense points by resetting or hitting the T-44 whilst he was in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 23,822 credits, got 13,579 from holiday ops, and after ammunition resupply and repair, he still took home a profit of 23,542 credits. He received 758 XP, 4,548 from personal missions payout, and took home 5,685 altogether. And he said he had fun in this battle. Well, yes, it is fun. The big gun is quite useful. It hasn't got the fire rate of the smaller gun, the 6-inch, which I think is actually probably the better gun in the FV3805, to be honest. You can do a lot of damage if you can get a penetrating shot with the top gun, I must admit that. But it's the reload time, especially in an assault battle where you want to get as many shots out at the enemy as quickly as you can. But on this occasion it worked out quite well because he was firing at the right places at the right time, and well, I think it was fairly obvious that the enemy was probably going to try and make their way up the east side of the map. But even though he was caught out by that Progetto and the T-44 coming in, it didn't faze him at all, and he defended his cap very well. And of course, as we saw, he got the final shot in the game to kill the enemy. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.